What up guys, CatRPGCG here, today doing a deck profile of the Dallas Regionals winning deck. And this is one card off of the list that I would have played if I were to go into Dallas. I didn't. Only change I would have made is I would have cut a Versus Seeker for a second Alolan Muk. That is, I think, the only change that I would have made. So yeah, oh, and I probably wouldn't have played, I think I would have played 3 Paralyzing Gaze Zora and one of the Night March Killer Zoras. So, Paralyzing Gaze Zora is the most expensive Zora right now. This is kind of the hype Zora. Honestly, just use a Zora that has a colorless attack, and it doesn't really matter. If you have this Zora, by far use it. And if you have the one that does, for double colorless, does 30 and you flip a coin, use that. If you don't have Paralyzing Gaze. But as long as you have one that can do something for colorless energy, it's fine. You know what, even if you don't get deterred from playing this deck. Yeah. So, for Zoroark GX, oh, by the way, the person who piloted this deck in Dallas went 9-0 on day 1. He ended up going 12-1-2, I believe it was, in day 2, and then won all of his games in well, not all of his games, all of his matches in cut. Actually, he might have won all of his games, I don't know. So he only lost 1 time throughout the entire tournament. 1 match. That's insane. So yeah, for Zoroark GX, most lists cut one of the Zoroark GX for a Mindtrack Zoroark in San Jose. I don't think the Mindtrack Zora is that good in this format, so I wouldn't have done that if I were playing this deck. One Foul Play Zoroark, I probably would have played this one for sure. Foul Play is really, really, really awesome in some situations, especially against Buzzwole, which I know is kind of weird, but 3 Tapu Lele GX to add some consistency. 2 Exeggcute, to use Propagation, and you can fill your bench with them if you need to. 2 Shaymin EX to use Setup, draw more cards, and to fill your bench. 1 Toad, this is mainly a Night March counter, so you can Toad Care and lock them out of the game. 1 Alolan Grimer, like I said. I would have cut a Versus Seeker for one of the Psychic Alolan Grimers, and I would have played one of each. That's the only difference between the list I would have played and Riley Hulbert's list. 1 Alolan Muk to stop abilities like Roadblock and just add to overall disruption. 1 Sudowoodo for your own Roadblock. It can be pretty helpful in the mirror match. One thing you need to do in the mirror match is take down the opponent's Alolan Muks and then screw them over with Roadblock. Or even Guzma stall them. Put up their Alolan Muk and just Guzma stall. 2 Brigette, 2 Colress, kind of the main supporters of the deck because you bench Pokemon so often. 1 N, 1 Guzma, 1 Acerola. All pretty standard supporters. 1 Ghetsis, 1 Hex. Karen, those 3 are all really obvious supporters. Ranger, this is a card that more people are including in their decks, but this isn't a super standard card right now. Pokemon Ranger, you remove all effects of attacks from each player and each player's Pokemon. So it removes like Quaking Punch and the Evolution Locks. And I'm sure there's a few others that I'm not thinking of. Giratina, which I would have been expecting a lot of Toadtina to be played. If I was going to Dallas, I would have either played this deck or Toadtina. So, 3 Skyfield. You don't really need the 4th because you play the puzzles, but you need the 3 to hit them consistently. 4 Versus Seekers. This is just important to get your supporters back. I would have played 3 and played another Grimer, because you don't really want the Grimer Muk line to be prized. I guess it's okay if you have them prized, because a 9-0 record shows that Riley Hulbert is better than I am. Better than my 2-4-1 record at Memphis. For Ultra Balls, standard to get out your Pokemon. 4 puzzle, pretty standard in any Zoroark deck to play 4 puzzle of time, just for the sheer consistency. Not really consistency, sorry, my bad. Just for the awesomeness of the card, being able to not only stack your trades, but also get cards back that you've blown through with trade. 2 Battle Compressor to discard things like Exeggcutes and Supporters. 2 Choice Band to enhance your damage. This is a card that I love in Zoroark decks. I play it in Lycanroc Zoroark. I play it. This is a really good card in Zoroark decks. Red card. And it's just such a weird little card that's good, but it's so awesome. Your opponent shuffles their hand in their deck and draws 4 cards. This is so disruptive, and it's such a pain in the... I'm trying to be PG, but to deal with. So the red card is really good in this deck. In the future, I would even consider playing 2 red card. Honestly, it is really good in this deck, which is why I included it, and would have included it in my own lists had I been going to Dallas. 1 computer search, to search your deck for a card. This is the best ace spec in almost every deck right now. So 1 floatstone to retreat. Sometimes you need that extra retreat power. 1 field blower to discard tools. I don't know how many Garbodors Riley faced, but discarding tools off Garbodor was probably nice. 1 special charge to shuffle DCEs back in the deck. And 1 rescue stretcher to get your Pokemon back. Special charge is super important because the only energies we play are 4 DCEs. So, yeah. Anyway, this is a pretty awesome deck. Went, I guess it would have been 15, 1, and 2. Throughout the entire day. 9-0 on day 1. Congratulations, Riley Hulbert. I'm probably saying that wrong somehow. Congrats for your success. Yeah. Leave a like, subscribe to Counter Free TCG for more Pokemon deck profiles and competitive TCG content.